remnant that's left in that time, we're going to be doing that. They're going to be doing that on a higher level back in that time. All right. When they see that all this destruction that we were speaking about is coming to pass, there's going to be a multitude that's going to come into this truth, man. All right. You're not going to see. There's going to be a couple, 50 brothers in this city, 20 brothers in this city, 10 brothers in this city. Nah, man. You're going to see hundreds of Israelites, thousands of Israelites in the city. All right. Preaching the same thing. Just like it happened in the time of Acts, when certain things took place, right? There was gathered 3,000 people, 5,000 people, all right? Like the apostles always say, we're in those times again, all right? It says, in those days, and at that time, the Lord, verse 5, they shall ask the way to Zion with their faces thitherward, saying, come and let us join ourselves to the Lord in a perpetual covenant that shall not be forgotten, because nothing else has worked, man. That's the only thing that's going to work. All right. Esau, Edom, you can't take Esau, Edom down with the sword. All right. So we have to turn back to the Lord, man. Okay, because He's the ultimate power. And it says, "My people have been lost sheep." My people have been lost sheep. Their shepherds have caused them to go astray. They have turned them away on the mountains. They have gone from mountain to hill. They have forgotten their resting place. See what I'm saying? So nothing has worked for us, man. You Israelites love the march, right? Civil rights and all that bullshit, all right? But guess what? None of that has worked for you, man. Then you tried to assimilate into Esau's kingdom, and you're through, all right? You're done. You're finished. All right, it's way worse for you now than it was during the time of segregation, man. Way worse, man. Because in the time of segregation, you Israel, we had a lot of businesses, man. All right, we had a lot of things. The community was a lot better off, man. You were living in the damn projects, man. All right, that happened when you integrated with these devils, man. Okay, you got too close with them, man. All right, that was the problem. All right, so they took over all those markets where our money was going. All that thing with the so-called, the Israelites talk about the black dollar, where the black dollar was going before, it was going to the Israelites, man. All right, it was staying within the community. Okay, so imagine if they would have segregate the colors, right? Put the so-called the Issacharites, the so-called Native Americans, right? These different Latin tribes all in one with the so-called Negro. That would have been the worst case for Esau, because we would have built such a big, we would have been such a big thorn in his side, man. Okay, we would have built a better, how would you say, a better community than his community, man. All right, just Judah alone, when they post-slavery, what was it, 1912, I believe, they had something called Black Wall Street, man. Black Wall Street had its own currency, man. All right, had its own currency, right? The whole neighborhood was all full of doctors, lawyers, all upper echelon people, man. But what did Esau Edom do when the so-called white man got wind that other nations were trading with us? Right? What did he do, man? He destroyed that community, man. He bombed it, man. The U.S. Army, the American Army bombed that shit. And you don't hear about that in the history books, man. They ain't gonna tell you about that. And that's a huge event, man. All right, but the reason they don't tell you about that because they're ashamed of it. All right, which they should be, man, because their history is nothing but shamefulness, man. All right, there's nothing in their history that they can say is good. Oh, we did good. No, you didn't do good. You did wickedness. You did evil. All right, you caused pain, man. All right, that's all you did. All right, so the Most High is revealing you now, and He's saying, listen, there has to be something that's going to be done, man. All right. Let's continue. It says, matter of fact, that was basically the point, man. Russia's gonna rise up, but now we're segueing into the point that Esau, that you Jakes don't have no resting place, man. You Jakes have forgotten your resting place, Salakia. All right, and all the things that you've done before it has not worked. The only answer is to come back to Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. That's the only answer. All right. Salaki. Matter of fact, I'll continue with some more meat in here. It says, all that found them have devoured them, and their adversaries said, we offend not, because they have sinned against the Lord. They have sinned against the Lord. All right? So they know that once we went off from our power, right? Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, that we were basically vulnerable at that point. All right? The nations knew that back then. Now the elites know that. The top, like the Rothschilds, the DuPonts, the Gettys, they know that. They know why the so-called